Crowdfunding Case Studies, your rapid-fire reveal on what it takes to make it happen in crowdfunding. Listen, learn, and make it happen. artofthekickstart.com. Guys, I've got to confess, I'm in a rather goofy mood today. On the one hand, it was absolutely beautiful in Thailand. I had a super productive day, and I got an awesome new client I'm really excited to work with. But on the other hand, nobody wrote into the Crowdfunding Case Studies show. Nobody had a question about the bomber bag, which makes this section of the podcast a little awkward. So what I need you guys to do after this episode, write in with your questions. Let me know what you're thinking about this, about crowdfunding. What do you guys want to learn more about? How can I help you make this so much more epic? And of course, if you love the show, which hopefully you do, but at the same time, without a question, I don't know. Leave a review, artofthekickstart.com/show. Help other people find the show. Help us grow the community. But now, we got to jump into today's Art of the Kickstart crowdfunding case study. And today we're going with Strainer Bowl, the company whose name is absolutely what it sounds like. These guys, Caveman Factory, are building a really cool new kitchen product. And it's something that's actually relatively revolutionary. They're making an in-water strainer to get rid of pesticides and reduce water waste when you're straining your food, making sure you're eating healthy. So first thing, you get into this campaign, you start the video, you start checking it out. A $5,000 goal. What are they doing? That seems really low, especially for something that needs plastic molding. I bet you they're thinking, let's set the goal low, let's blow past it. Either way, they did. 50K, that's 10x. That is a solid campaign. But as you're watching it, you understand why. They've got a great video. It's really well done. They have video of the product in usage over and over and over. Different tasty, beautiful foods that anyone wants to get their hands on. They get hungry, and the product itself looks aesthetic. It looks like that modern minimalist kitchen feel that really appeals to Kickstarters. On the other hand, though, I'm not a huge fan of the voice. Lady sounds like she's from an infomercial, and she's a little bit too excited. And that's never good in your Kickstarter video. It didn't seem to hurt him, but that's one of my thoughts. The next thing, as you're going through the campaign, I love the fact that they bust out the bold. They go caps on the most important things. Anton is a sustainable and incredible art piece. You got to grab people's attentions with the most important parts about your campaign. And bold, capitalizing, those are both great ways to do it. As you go further, you see essentially a tutorial of exactly how the product works. You pair amazing picture with compelling headline, which really showcases the both product and what you can learn from it. It's essentially a video in picture form, and it's really well done. Then you get into the problem. They're going direct response marketing. You have a problem and you have an idea. You've got a solution. It's perfect. Pressure a pain point and then make it better. That's how you can make a Kickstarter campaign, a business in general, succeed. And they do a great job with that. I love this layout that they have of pictures, and then they cover the text. Pictures, text, pictures, text. They have this laid out in a really consistent format. They did a great job with the branding of this. And as you go further, you just see totally submerged, drain the water. They're just given a little explanation of exactly what's happening, but it adds a little bit of punch to the campaign. As we go further, we see just more and more great pictures and a little bit of media coverage. There wasn't a lot, which is rather surprising, but at the same time, it's not a revolutionary product. It's just a really cool, well-designed product, something that appeals well to Kickstarter campaign creators, Kickstarter backers in general. And as you go along, they've got another well-done infographic. It just fits perfectly with the campaign. Everything, color, style, aesthetics, it matches. And that's really important when you're going for an audience like Kickstarter that's so design-focused. One thing that I think could be made better with this campaign, however, some of it's kind of bland. It's kind of boring, especially some of the copywriting. They could have put a bit more effort into making this more exciting because the product itself, it's not necessarily exciting or revolutionary. It's just a cool to have product, which means to sell it, you've got to sell it a little bit harder. You've got to put a bit more emphasis, more oomph into your sales to make it happen. And lastly, the team. You've got a list of the team, product designer, graphic designer, yada, yada, yada. There's not a whole lot of a story. Even in the video itself, the story was a little lacking. I would like to see more on how it came to be, what the startup's real goals and aspirations are. And of course, guys, testimonials. We've harped on it before. I'll say it again. Have testimonials in your campaign. All in all, it's a good campaign. It's very aesthetically done. It could be done better. That's the thoughts on the Strainer Bowl campaign, guys. What do you think? Write in artofthekickstart.com/CCS. Leave us a question, and I will get you on the next show. Help me make that first segment a little bit less boring than it was, because honestly, I need you guys helping to contribute to the Crowdfunding Case Study Show. Have an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in. I totally rely on you guys to make this show happen. If you've got any questions you want answered on the Crowdfunding Case Study Show, go to artofthekickstart.com or just shoot me an email, matt@artofthekickstart. Leave feedbacks, questions, and we'll get them in on the next show. Thanks for tuning in. Hope that this case study helps you in launching your own crowdfunding campaign. And of course, check out artofthekickstart.com if you want to get more great insight into making your business happen.